Hello, G4G. It's been a pleasure to meet you. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my double circle reel 5x5. First, the question I want to answer is, what is a real 6x6x6? A real 6x6x6 is a puzzle that contains a 6x6x6 array of cubies, so it's got all 216 cubies. All should be solvable and included in the puzzle. That's not the case with a normal 6x6x6, which is what most of you are probably familiar with, because in that puzzle, the 4x4x4 and the 2x2x2 are hidden on the inside of the puzzle. If you look at just one of the corners of that puzzle, it contains all the piece types that are present in a 6x6x6. Down on the inside, you've got the 2x2x corners. 4x4, you've got X centers, wings, and a corner. And in the outer part, you've got the 6x6 pieces. There's 6 of those. So I'm talking about the double circle real 6x6x6. A real 6x6 is one that contains all the cubies, which is 216 cubies that should be present in a 6x6x6 array of cubies, which isn't the case with a normal 6x6 because you're missing the 2x2 and the 4x4 on the inside. One corner has got a representation of all the types present in a real 6x6. Here I'm just showing a 3 corner 6x6x6, and that shows you how the 216 pieces are broken up amongst the 10 piece types. The first real 6x6x6 to exist was one I commissioned from Oscar Van Deventer back in 2015. It was built on top of his framed cube, which was a 4x4x4, which had a 2x2x2 that you could see down on the inside of it by looking through the pieces. He took that and modified it so that you had tracks so it could add additional layer of pieces to it. And he made a 6x6x6, a real 6x6x6 out of that. The issue with this puzzle was you had to look down through dark channels to be able to see the interior pieces. So if you didn't have really good light, you couldn't see what the inside pieces were. So I decided to take a different approach to making a double circle real 6x6x6, and that's what I'm going to call the circle approach. Here we're adding circles to the faces of the puzzle. The area outside the outer circle does not turn except with just the outer face layer. The ring turns with the layer below that, and the inner circle turns with the layer that's 2 layers down. And this shows you the coloring of how those pieces map to the various piece types. All the pieces except for one are exposed on multiple sides of the puzzle, so there's only one piece that actually needs to be super stickered if you want to give each piece a unique position and orientation in the solve state. So here is the animation. These are basically a fused 3x3 with blown up corners to make a 2x2, which is a typical mechanism used to create a 2x2. So here you see the 2x2 corners getting added. On top of that, we add the extensions to the 2x2 corners that hold in the rest of the pieces. Here we're adding the 4x4 pieces to the puzzle. So you got a 4x4 face center, you've got the wings, and then finally we add a 4x4 corner to this. So this is what it looks like as a 4x4 design. We add in the 6x6 layer pieces. Here are the obliques. This is the X centers, one of the X centers. We add in the wing. This is the innermost wing, outermost wing. And then next up here is the corner. So this is what the design looks like at one corner of the puzzle. This here is an animation that shows you how the puzzle turns. The outer layer just turns by itself. Again, the center 2 circles do not move. If you turn the layer below that, it will turn with the ring. And then the layer below that turns with the central circle. So that's what goes into making a real 6x6x6. My last slide here is just an animation of the puzzle getting put together, animated in a nice way. And I also wanted to show this is what the real puzzle looks like. You see that it turns very nicely. You can scramble it up quite easily. Things turn just the way they do in the puzzle. So there's the outer layer, there's the outer 2 layers, and if I turn all of them, then the whole thing turns. And I also wanted to show, I've got a double circle reel 5x5 that's made that does the same thing. The point of this talk was the double circle reel 6x6, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for your time.